Assalamu alaikum all of you. I hope you all are fine and in good health. Welcome back to your today's English class. Now, in the previous class, we have done informal letter. Now, today I'm going to start a new chapter from your Unit 5, which is a different kind of school. So, let us start this chapter. I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not till last week did the chance come to visit it. So now over here, in this story, we are talking about Miss Beam's school. Okay, the author, the writer of the story says that I have heard a lot. Everyone in the town was used to talk about Miss Beam's school. So last week, I got a chance to visit Miss Beam's school. So when he visited, what all things he found? Let us see. When I arrived, there was no one in the sight but a girl of about 12. So he says that when I entered the school, I could not see anyone, but there was one girl who was of 12 years old. Her eyes were covered with a bandage, and she was being led carefully between the flower beds by a little boy who was about 4 years younger. So the writer says that this 12-year-old girl, she had bandage over her eyes. It means her eyes were covered, and one little boy who was 4 years younger means he must be of 8 years old. So this 8-year-old boy, he was helping this girl to pass the way through flower beds. She stopped it, and it looked like she asked him who had come. He seemed to be describing me to her. Then they passed on. So now the writer says that when they were walking through the flower beds, this girl, she stopped this boy and she was asking that who has entered the gate of the school. So then that little boy was explaining who had come to her. Then after knowing that, they passed, but they did not get a chance to talk to the writer. Miss Beam was all that I had expected, middle-aged, full of authority, yet kindly and understanding. So now the writer says that Miss Beam, she was just the way I thought she would be. See, whenever we hear about someone a lot, we have the picture of them in our mind, right? So she looked middle-aged. Middle-aged means what? Above 40 years old. She must be above 40 years old. Then full of authority. Now see, she is the head of the school. So she looked like as if she is the head. But yes, she was kind and understanding. She used to understand the students. She was friendly with them. Her hair was beginning to turn grey. It means obviously after about 48 means they would the hair will start turning to grey. Now little. And she had kind of a plump figure. She was not thin, pleasantly fat. It means she was fat, but she looked nice. Any homesick child would like to be with her. It means any child who is away from the home would like to be with her, spend time with her, listen to her, understand her. Okay? She was not so strict with them. I asked her some questions about her teaching methods, which I had heard were simple. So now, the author says that I went and asked her first that what are the teaching methods that she applies. Okay, it means what are the things that what techniques, what methods, which books she uses to teach the children, and why the school is so famous. No more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things. Simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing. So she says that I don't use very big or huge books to teach the children. Only simple things are taught to them. What simple things are taught to them? Spellings, simple spellings, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and writing. Some sort of writing paragraph is only taught to them. Now see, at this age of 12, you also might be of 12 years old, right? So, how many books you have? You surely have a science big book, maths book, SS, history, geography, civics, English, grammar. So you have so many books to study and learn, right? But these students learn only these things. The rest, is done by reading to them and by interesting talks, during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet. So the rest of the things are taught to them by reading. The teacher would read to them, and the interesting situation, interesting talks, they situations they give to the children, and by two ways communication they teach them. By two ways communication they teach those children. Okay, but when the teacher is explaining, they are all supposed to sit quiet. They are not supposed to move here and there. Their hands also has to be quiet in a disciplined manner. There are practically no other lessons. So she says that only these things we teach to them and nothing more than this. The real aim of the school is not so much to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness, kindness to others, and being responsible citizens. Look out of the window a minute, will you? So now Miss Beam says that the real aim, the real objective of teaching of the school is what? To teach thoughtfulness. What is the meaning of thoughtfulness? To teach kindness to others, to be friendly with others, to understand others, to help others, and to be a responsible citizens, right? To be a responsible person in their homes, for their country, for the place they live, as a student, as a child, whatever is the responsibility, to fulfill them properly. This is what is taught to the children. Look out of the window a minute, will you? Then she says to the author that, will you look out of the window, please? Right? So now the author, he goes to the window and he sees out of the window. I went to the window which overlooked a large garden and a playground at the back. Okay, so he overlooked means he went near the window like this and he looked out of the window. So when he looked out of the window, what did he see? There was a playground. Playground means as like our school has the gardens, like this. So even they had gardens like that. And then the Miss Beam asks, what do you see? Miss Beam asks. So now Miss Beam is asking, what can you see from the window? I see some very beautiful grounds, I said, and a lot of jolly children. So now the author is saying that I can see so many children are over there, the garden, they all are jolly. Jolly means what? They all are happy. It pains me though to see that they are not all so healthy and active looking. So now the author says that, but it upsets me, it pains me. What upsets the author? What pain it is giving to the author? He says that all the children do not look healthy and active. It means that all the children are not like normal students. When I came in, I saw one poor little girl being led about. So he says that when I entered the school, do you remember this girl who was blindfolded? Right? Says that girl was there who was having problem with her eyes. Now I can see two more with the same difficulty. And there is a girl with a crutch watching the others play. She seems to be a hopeless cripple. So he says that when I entered, I saw one girl was having problem with her eyes. Now in the garden also I see two more girls having problem with the eyes. There is one girl who is having crutches. What is the meaning of crutches? वो बैसाखी होती है ना, उसको हम crutches बोलते हैं, ठीक है? With the help of which the one who is having problem with the leg, they walk, right? With sticks, we call it crutches. So one girl is having crutches in her hand and she is watching everyone play. She is not playing with them. So she seems to be a hopeless cripple. What is the meaning of hopeless cripple? Hopeless cripple means she is, she's not able to do with anything with that disability. She cannot help herself with because of that disability in her leg, right? So this is what the writer is trying to mention to Miss Beam, that what all I see that upsets me is सारे children, there are children who are with the difficulties, who cannot see, who cannot walk, but that makes me upset, that pains me. Okay, and Miss Beam laughed. Oh my god, see, when the author is explaining to that the children are not active, they're not normal, Miss Beam is laughing. Now why Miss Beam laughed, that I will say in the second video. So I hope you have understood till now. Okay, see you soon with the next video.